your bees and honey. Today is February 1st, and what we're going to do today is go through a few colonies, and we're going to try to level out the brood nests. I went through them last week, and there was one hive that was super strong. It was almost too strong. And I went through another hive that she's got maybe 3 frames of brood with a honey super or honey deep on top, and that honey deep is completely covered in honey. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take some of that honey out of there as they don't need it, and I'm probably going to take it back and extract it, as every other hive looks pretty good with resources. So that's my plan today. I'm going to go probably through 2 hives, pull resources, or I'm sorry, brood from one hive and bring it to the other nest. I have one 10 frame deep box that, like I said, the top deep is solid honey. So that's absolutely too much for those bees, and she does have fresh laid brood as of last week, but the numbers are not there. So I'm gonna go and grab another frame of brooding bees and actually put it inside of that hive. And I also have two 5-frame nuke boxes with colonies inside of it. We're gonna take a look at that and see how those two also are looking as of right now. All right. See y'all in the field, guys. Alright guys, so this is what we're going to start on. This is the smallest 5-frame nuke we have on our apiary. And honestly, truthfully with y'all, is that I did not think this queen is going to overwinter. So I was very, very surprised when I seen the bees were alive after that cold snap we had that was in a 17 degrees. So what we're going to do, we're just going to go through it, check it out, see what she's got going on in there, see if they actually need a frame of brood or not. Check that top of the cover, make sure that queen's not on there. Maybe they might need resources. We'll see what they need, and then we'll go from there, because we definitely do not want these bees to starve out right now, for sure. If she made it through the cold snap. So the issue I'm having with this queen is that I find that she is not laying. And as y'all can see, we got a lot of resources right here still for a small colony like this. So as far as resources, they should be good right now. We're gonna probably check this hive just about every week now to see what's the progress she's doing. So on this side right here, there's absolutely nothing. It's drawn out, but she's not laying. So there's the queen right there, guys. And I do see fresh larvae in here. So she is in here laying, but she's not laying super. So I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should put another frame of brood in here and go from there. Maybe she feels that she does not have enough bees to protect on what she actually has. But as y'all see right here, we got brood in here. You know, almost like some of this brood is dying out. Maybe the cold snap hurt them more than what we expected, but she is in here laying. I see laying in here. So that's what we're probably going to do. We're probably going to put one more frame of brood in here just to see if that helps her. We got pollen right here, and I'm not sure. We're gonna have to check and see if yep, this is solid honey right here on both sides. So that's good to have in a hive. So that's what we're going to do on this one. We're just probably going to stick another frame of brood in here and actually put this honey frame in probably something else. So we're just going to keep this honey frame to the side for right here and put another frame of brood in here and just replace. We're going to put that frame of brood probably right here on the side. So this is the weakest of the 5 frames. Now I'm going to move y'all over to the next one we're going to go through. This queen was doing good, but it was just not a good enough bee population, I felt, to overwinter inside of a 12 frame. I'm sorry, not a 12 frame, listen to me, a 10 frame box. So that is the reason why I moved them over to the 5 frame nuke. And I don't know why I got 3 bricks on it. That's absolutely too much. So let's see, we're gonna crack it, give them some smoke, calm them down a little bit. Let it sit for a second. Then let's look what we got. All right, so she's not on the lid. And yeah, we got a definitely better population of bees right here for sure, from what I'm looking at. I'm trying to remember where exactly this queen was caught. Chances are it was a swarm, but honestly I don't remember where. So yeah, we got fresh nectar coming in here too, guys. If y'all can see that, how them cells are nice and shiny. So they are getting nectar from somewhere, which is a very, very good thing for this time of year, because it's only February 1st, guys, and we don't have much blooming. I did see the blackberries started to bud last weekend, so all we got in here is polished cells, a little bit honey, worker bees. Let's check out what we got right here. So there's the queen right there. I'm gonna put the frame here where we can show y'all. There's my queen walking right there. This is all bees bred, fresh nectar that they working on. Let's give them a little blow and see what she got going on right there. Yeah, she's back filling all of this, so I see a lot of bees in here. So this one's looking good. So let's check out this frame, see what we got on here. We got brood up on top. I'm just looking just to see what I see. She's not laying right here, so really and truthfully, she's looking good. So I'm actually not going to mess with this hive too much. I'm just going to let her grow inside this 5 frame and go from there. So we're going to close this one up. They ain't too happy with me checking on them, but it ain't cold out here. It's probably in the 60s for sure, if not hotter, to be honest with you. All right, so now we're gonna go to so now we're gonna go to the 10 frame box I was talking about, where they had honey in the top, and the queen's in there laying. I did see a lot of fresh larvae last week when I went through it, but the bee population shouldn't be that weak, for especially this time of the year. All the other hives are looking great, and this one right here is looking very weak. So we're gonna go through this one. All right, so what I plan on doing in this one is I'm gonna go through the top box, check it and see what we got in there as far as stores, if there's any brood in there, anything like that. And if there's brood, I'm probably gonna move that down to the bottom with the queen, because I'm pretty sure that's where the queen's at. It's gonna be at the bottom. At least that's where she was last week. If she moved in and started laying up like crazy within a week, I have nothing to worry about. But the odds of that, slim to none. But we're just gonna go through it and see what we got going on. Yeah, I see a good bit of honey in here. Give them some smoke, try to run them down. Let them know I'm here. All right, so we're gonna go through this outside frame first. And I did not really go through this hive too much last week. I just pretty much cracked the box open and I seen that the queen was at the bottom, because I seen the brood and everything like that. So we're just gonna look and see what we got here. We got fresh nectar coming in for sure. So we're gonna stick this frame to the side where I can get some working space. And we're gonna look for brood or anything. Yeah, we got fresh nectar coming in here too, guys. So with that being said, I may just keep this box up on the top like it is, and actually just put a queen excluder and maybe try to run a one box brood box at the bottom, and hopefully I can get some honey out of this hive for the clover and blackberry flow. That would be great too. So as y'all can see, it's capped right here, is not really drawn out in the middle, and all this honey is right here is all goldenrod honey from over the fall. stuck. There we go. Same thing, there's no brood in here, just honey, just capped honey. We got fresh nectar coming on this side. This frame is heavy, must be on the back side, correct? So this next frame I see right here is not even drawn out on this side or that side, so they got a lot of work to do on that. So I really thought about breaking it down to a 9 frame, which I still may. So yeah, they didn't really do too much up on top. So with that being said, we're gonna go in the bottom, see how weak she is as far as her laying pattern, and go from there. Because this is the box that I said I might put a few frames of brood in to equal out that strong hive and get this one a boost. So alright, so let me check the camera, make sure y'all can see this good. Let me get y'all a little closer maybe. Alright, zoom y'all down so y'all can see everything I'm seeing. Okay, so what we seeing right here, before I even smoke this, is that we have a few bees right here on the side, which is probably just getting resources to feed the queen. And we only have bees in this one and this one. So these two to three frames is the only one that actually has probably brood. So this telling me I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frames in here that does not have no brood. The queen is not working them. So I need to boost this colony up to get my blackberry and clover flow like I want. So with that being said, I'm definitely gonna have to swap frames from this hive to the other. And you see this is absolutely nothing on this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna stick the frames there, get us some room so we can actually work and see what we got going on. Let me check this outside frame just to see if there's resources on it. Yeah, we have nothing but bees bread right here, guys. See all that right there? It's all bees bread. So that is what they're feeding their brood. So that is really and truthfully needs to get by the brood that she's laying. So with that being said, what I might do is actually bring that frame closer, like probably like where this frame is right here, and then put 2 frames of brood on each side of the hive where she's at right now. Because yeah, none of this has eggs. See, they're drawing out, they're putting bees bread in this one too. So these two gonna have to probably go one on one side, one on the other side. That way the bees ain't gotta work so hard to get what they need to get. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. We got workers. I see some larvae in here. There's my queen right there with the red dot crawling right here in the middle. Right there, there she is. And she is laying, but I think that's probably gonna be the same thing like the queen in the 5 frame nuke, is that she doesn't have enough bees for her to go wide open on it. Same thing with this. We got nothing but well, we got brood on top, never mind. So we need to pull some brood and at least 2 frames of brood. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna scrape my wax off instead of doing that later. Put that up here, and we're going to take 2 frames with us over with us when we go to the other hive. That way we can actually just replace frames. Okay, so what I'm gonna do for right now is that I'm just gonna put my queen excluder on, just so I know she doesn't go in this top box for right now. And really and truly, that's probably what I'm going to do, is actually try to keep this hive as a 1 frame. I'm not a 1 frame, I'm sorry. A 1 deep box this couple of months, just to see. As long as they got room where they can actually store honey inside of them up on the top, I'm thinking that they should not really have a reason to swarm because they got the room. But we definitely going to go through this hive probably every week now if the temperatures are right.
I did see something on the news about another Arctic front coming in next, I want to say next week. But with that being said, chances are we're probably not even gonna get in the 40s. That's South Louisiana. It tells you it's gonna be 17 degrees. You get out there and look on the gauge, when it says 17, it's actually 45. So you can't really go by what the weatherman's telling us down here. Okay, so I'm not gonna put my inner cover on or nothing like that. Well, yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. Put the inner cover and just put the brick on top. Cover up the hole, that way nothing can come on top and start robbing. And then we'll grab the scraper and the smoker and we'll go to the other hive and go from there. So yep, that's the hive right here. Remember last week we put that other deep on it just to give them more room, because they was doing so good that I didn't want them to run out of space. All right, so give them a little smoke, let them know Daddy's coming in. We're gonna check this top deep too also, and see what they got going on in here. So they are definitely still in the sugar. So I'm definitely going to take the sugar off after this next Arctic front coming in, supposedly, because as y'all can tell, that hive over there did not have no sugar brick or anything like that, and they had fresh resources coming in on here and in the fry frame nuke. So they're getting something out there, okay? All right, so let's see what we got going on here. So we know we put a frame of brood in the middle, which is right here, and I do see it looks like they're actually drawing out the frame next to it. And they're actually a little bit working on this, not much, nothing to brag about, but they are working on it. So we're just gonna take this frame, put it right here out of our way, give us a little room to work. We're gonna take a look at the next two frames just to give us an idea of what we got going on here. All right, so that's the frame of brood that we brought up to the top, making sure the queen's not on it. So we have bees hatching, I see. The queen is not on this one. So what we're going to do with this one right here is that I'm going to take this one and put this one to the side, and we're going to use this one right here inside the other hive. So really and truthfully, if we can, we're going to steal 3 frames of brood, okay? The reason why is that I want to put one inside that nuke over there, the weak one, to go from there. And as y'all can tell, they are working on this one. Look at that, that's all fresh. This was a blank. So that is a good sight. So with that being said, we're gonna take this deep off. And really and truthfully, we might actually pull this deep off completely now, since we're gonna be pulling the numbers down, still in the brood. So let me give them a little smoke. Got a little breeze coming through, as y'all can tell. Check the camera for y'all, make sure y'all can see like I'm seeing. I'm gonna try to get y'all on this side so y'all can maybe see a little better than what I'll be doing. Okay, here y'all go. All right, so we're gonna start from the outside. As you can tell, there's a little old comb right here. Okay, let's see what we got going on now. So this queen does have a lot of room she could be laying in. And we got resources, nectar coming in right here. We got some fresh, shiny stuff in the bottom right here, watch. See that shine in there? That's all fresh nectar. So that might be from the sugar brick on top, no telling. Which it probably is, to be honest with y'all. So let's see what we got on this right here. So this is all bees bread and fresh nectar right here. No queen on this side, no queen on that side. All right, the next frame has a good amount of bees on it, I see. Come on, girls, watch out. Okay, so we got brood on this side. Decent amount of brood, a lot of bees. Looking for the queen as we go through. This got brood, honey, and bees bred. Okay, so what I'm gonna do with this frame right here and the other one is I'm gonna put these inside the 10 frame that we need. But first I'm gonna scrape off this drone brood from the bottom, because I do not want that in my other hive right now. Be honest with you, it ain't gonna do nothing, but I just don't want it. All right, so we're gonna take these 2 frames and bring them. We'll keep the hive open for a second. It shouldn't really hurt them too much, because I'm gonna do this quick. I'm gonna keep the video running while I do this for y'all. Make sure y'all can see good. So I'm gonna put this frame of brood on the side right here. I'm gonna go run and grab the other frame real quick. So the people that actually don't know much about the beekeeping side, let me explain what's gonna happen right here when I do this. So as y'all know, worker bees have different stages. All right, so we have nurse bees, which is pretty much a couple of days after they're born. They are workers, a cleanup crew and all this. Well, the foragers is the older ladies. So what's gonna happen with those older bees, the ones that I'm putting in from those 2 frames, when they fly out to this hive to go forage, they're gonna go back to the original hive. So just because I'm putting all these bees numbers does not mean that we're gonna have another, I don't know, I'm just throwing this crazy number out there, 5,000 bees, because most of these foragers are gonna go back to their original home. So what I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to move stuff around, and I'm gonna put the other one right here. So now I just gave them a helping hand on growing, and there we go. See, all the bees are going down. So now what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna put my queen excluder back on, just to try to give us a little honey. And if I come back next week and there's absolutely nothing going on the top, I'm probably just gonna take that queen excluder off and give her the room that she can actually move up and start laying also. Now, I will not keep this as a single brood box forever, okay guys? I'm just trying to get me some honey right now off the deal. While I know from what I'm seeing around the back, we're gonna have a good blackberry flow this year, and I want to get some honey, you know. Now, after that blackberry flow, I will come back in here, give her the 2 brood boxes, but I'm gonna feed this hive. And when I feed this hive, I'm gonna give her so much that she's gonna really start drawing stuff out crazy for me. So in a way, you can say I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul, but I'm not gonna rob them out so much that it hurts the hive. That is definitely not my thoughts of doing. So let's see what we got going on in here. I needed 1 more frame of brood to go inside the 5 frame box. Let's see what we got here. That's resources. Not much in there. Okay, I got brood here. So let me make sure that queen is not on this frame. And there she is. See her right there? So that is 100% reason of why you look for that queen. So we not gonna, well, what I might do actually is see if I can grab her and just take her off this frame. Let me grab her by the back thorax. Just put her right there, and there we go. Now I know she's off of this frame. She's gonna be in the other one. So now we're gonna go stick this one inside the 5 frame nuke to give them a boost. So with that being said, I'm gonna have to steal one of these frames to replace. And I know that this one right here is just resources. But but I do not want the bees. So watch it here. Let me make sure that queen's not on that side, and she's not. 90% of the bees off. I can take this one, put this frame of brood. Let me make sure, we'll see what's on this side. So yeah, we got, this is all 100% laid up, even in the center. So we're gonna put this one on the outside and let this queen have a little more numbers, but it's gonna be the same thing like I told you with the other hive, guys. All the foragers, they're gonna go back to original hive, but all those nurse bees are gonna stay in here and work for that new queen, and all the brood that is gonna hatch, that is their new home. That is where they're gonna stay. All right, so now that we know, all right, so I know my queen was on this side. I don't see her, but I know she's there. I'm just gonna move a few bees around. Well, not a few bees around, a few frames, just see what we got going on. So this hive has a lot of drone brood. Okay, they need to draw this out. So what I'm gonna do, I'm put this here. I'm gonna take this resources and put that on this side. So now that queen has a lot of room where she can actually work. And the bees got stuff to do also now, so they can actually work out. I need one more frame. What's going on here? I don't know where it happened to. I lost the frame somewhere. I don't know where, guys. Oh, I see it over there. Let me go run over here and get it. Alright, so this frame right here is already drawn out, so that queen can come up here and start laying also. So that is pretty much what I want to do. So I stole frames of brood from her. So I took her numbers down, so that's going to give her a reason to not wanting to swarm. I just got a bee stung me in the hand, but it didn't get through me. It didn't go through the glove. I accidentally smashed it on my hand like a retard. Okay. So let me smoke these bees down. I just want to see what the brood looks like down here real quick. We know that queen's in that box right here. Make sure y'all can see. Y'all can. So chances are, I don't remember if we rotated these boxes or not, to be honest with you. But we're just going to go through and take a quick glance through everything real quick. So all this is right here is this nectar. I'm trying to see if we got brood in here, because I don't remember if we rotated this or not, to be honest with y'all. And if there's no brood in here, we're going to reverse these boxes. That's all bees bred. Yeah, I see drone brood from the top of the frame right here. Yeah, we got brood right here. So, and it's actually very, very, very nice. So maybe we rotated, maybe we didn't. I'm not sure. We're going to put it all back together, and we're gonna probably get stung in the process. And they mad now, so let's give them a little smoke, calm them down a little bit. Put this frame back in here, give them some area, and now we're going to actually center the frames out, and I can see this is already way too close to that side. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to actually take the box right here that has the queen, put her back right here, and this box is actually light, guys, so that's telling me there's not much resources in this hive. Okay, So now what I want to do is take a queen excluder, put it on top of that box. So this queen is doing very well. So if we can get honey off of it early, if we can get honey off of it, that would be great. If not, oh well. Don't really care. I'm gonna come back next week and check it out and see what it looks like. So pretty much all this is right now is just messing around, seeing what's going on with them. So I need 10 frames in here, and all I got is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See if y'all can see that. And now I can't. Let me check y'all out. All right, so we got 9 frames right here. I do see the 10th frame over here. And this frame does have one side already drawn out, as y'all can tell, a little bit on that side. So what I'm going to do is probably just stick this in the middle, because when bees work, even when they're making honey, they're going to start pretty much in the middle of the box and work their way out. So once they get all 10 frames drawn out and started putting resources, I'm gonna come back and take that 10th frame out and put a 9 frame space in here, so they can actually draw that wax out further for me. And the reason for that is when I'm gonna be taking honey out of this box and I'll be cutting the wax cappings off, it is easier for me to cut the wax cappings off because the bees draw the comb out further. Instead of fighting up on the edge of the frame, I can just cut it off easy. All right, so y'all just watch me move resources around. Move brood to the hives that need it. So any questions on this video, go ahead and post them. Even if y'all don't have any questions, if y'all don't mind, go ahead and just click that like button on me, guys. I would love to get my my subscribers up a little bit. I'm not trying to look to make any type of money or anything like this. I would just love to say, cool, I got 500 subscribers, you know. And I'm not out here trying to, like Mike Berry say, to teach y'all how to do it. This is how I do it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But every beekeeper you talk to is going to have a different way to do stuff. So if you're just out there learning to try to do stuff, all I can tell you is just try it. You never know. But if you're going to try something, try to do it when it's a little bit warmer. If it's too cold outside, the bees can't fix your screw up. I hate to say it like that, but that's what's going to happen. When it's warm out here and you got a lot of nectar coming in, if you screw something up, the bees can fix it for you. But when it's cold out here, no resources really coming in, you done. So, and also when it's cool out here and you ain't got that many drones inside these hives, be very careful while working through those hives. If you kill that queen and they try to make queen cells, they're going to make the queen cells, but you got to think there's no drones to make that queen. So when that queen is gonna fly out, she look how she gets 1 or 2, 5, I don't know, 5 drones to mate her. That queen's not gonna be good. So you gotta wait to, when you start seeing a lot of drones and it heats out, that's when you want to start your own techniques, try to learn different stuff you want to do. All right guys, thanks for watching. This is Eric. See y'all in the next video.